everybody. Welcome, everybody, and welcome back to Debbie Diment. Thank you so much for being here. We love having you on the show. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah. So Debbie is simulcasting on her channel, Debbie Diment, at Huna Kamaroha. I don't say it right.
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah, it's my Huna essence, just so that people can get the Lemurian Huna essence from that. It's Huna Kamaroha, but I'm found at just plain old Debbie Diment at Yahoo, or not Yahoo, but at the
at YouTube. Yeah.
I'll get one of those words out there.
That's all right. That's all right.
We'll get there.
Well, very much so. So we were just talking about some of the energies that were going on. And for those of you who are new to what Debbie does, I'm going to let her explain it to you. So, and she also wants to know what your needs are today, if you have any particular needs, so that she can address those needs. And thank you, Water Lily, for heading over to Debbie's channel to click the like button. That's awesome. And of course, you can find her, and please sign up for her channel because she's fabulous. And she does the Lemurian astrological stuff. And it's a lot of fun and very different. So anyway, yeah. All right. So Debbie, go ahead and do your spiel, and then we'll see where we're going to go with this. Yeah.
Tickety-boo. Okay. What I'm doing today is I'm going to be focused more on my energy healing, and that's a remote-based clearing that I do, and it's a balancing for the meridians. And the meridians are rivers of energy that flow in and around our body, and so that's going to be for all of the animals, and humans are animals as well. So it's going to be all of our pets, all of us. And what I'm going to be doing is, as I'm cleaning and clearing and moving and setting out the intent for these to go in the correct direction, all you'll need to do is make your intent that I get everything that I need from this. And that's all you'll really need to do in order to hook into the energy. And so it'll go ahead and do, and that's just it. When this is going, you may do yawning, sneezing, burping, passing winds. Sometimes you'll have stretching out, like you'll just want to stretch and move your shoulders or what have you. And that's perfectly normal. That's the stagnant energy that's moving out of your body. All of those are. But if you do any of those signs, go ahead and get yourself a drink of water, especially with the yawning. Because that will indicate that a toxin has been released into your bloodstream. And so you'll want to go ahead and use the water in order to clean and clear that from your system.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Wonderful. So, okay. So I'm going to, yes, thank you, Eliza, for putting that in. Anybody that would like to have additional things we can look at later, or if you want her to look at your animals and what their needs are, then you can. Yes. Your right nostril won't stop running. Oh, please. I'm sorry. It reminds me of, is your refrigerator running? Don't you think you should go catch it? I'm sorry, Nalani, but that just brought that to me. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry that's happening to you. Okay, you go get your water. Take your time. I'm going to say hello. Laura's here, and Kim and Michelle and Lottie, Karen and Water Lily, Nancy, Teresa Ford, Amanda Carroll, Polly, Shandy, and Judy, Craig Dixon. Hi, Craig. And Just Visiting is here. Some people going over to your channel to like and subscribe. Thank you so much. Kim B. Annie Bear, good to see you. You're at Costco. Okay, could you pick me up some of that really good shrimp there, Annie? It's so good, honestly. Let's see. Randy's here, and that means Gretchen's here. Hello, Gretchen. Yeah. And welcome, everybody. Welcome. So, yeah. So as you know, you can put anything in the. Hi, Carl. Oh, I'm glad you got here. You get that shrimp salad every time you go. Oh, it's so good. I know. I'm sorry. I don't even go to Costco anymore, but that's the one thing I would get if I went. So anyway.
Oh,
Gretchen made a friend today.
good for
Gretchen,
her.
when she makes a friend, you're a friend for life. That's really funny. That's great. Yeah. Okay. So, okay, Kim. So I will definitely uh, click off your comments here. And yes, Nalani, we're going to read for Rascal afterwards as well, because I know that Debbie mentioned that to me. And yeah, so I'm going to let Debbie take over here. I'm going to just mute myself. So if I fart, you don't have to hear it. And I'm going to enjoy it. So there you go.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to turn off the chats as well because it's a little distracting. Okay, everybody. I think what I'm going to start off with is I'm going to go ahead and do a quick Lemurian light code just to kind of get everybody settled down and on the same page. And then afterwards, I'm going to go ahead and go through all of our meridians together. There's a lot of energy that's already arriving that I can feel that we're going to need to clean and clear. So I'm hearing two different Lemurian codes. And what this first one's going to do is let's get this all on the same page here. Tie, mori, ora, mahaka watahi, iti ingwa, tito irita o atawana, waiwatapu, iti ingwa, tefinui, grani tau, waiwatapu, iti ingwa, tefaya, tamatua, tatama, waiwatapu, tie, mori, ora. Great. Okay, next up, I'm going to go ahead and do the second Lemurian technology that I heard to do. This is going to be pretty quick. What this is going to do is it's going to bring us down into a scalar energy. It's also called 0 point, and it's simply going to collapse the energy. So this week's activities and some of this week's weather patterns, especially like the solar stuff, have been very distressing. And so what this is going to do is this is going to collapse any of the negative stories, any negative story at all, and it's going to 0 point it so that we've got a nice clean slate. This is going to go pretty quick. Ube il I ul o eb tona nu eb ma il I. Okay, that feels a lot better. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to work on the meridians next. This is a right-brained activity for me, so I'm going to try to keep chatting as I'm doing it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to be reaching out and I'm going to be working through your meridians. That means that if you are sensitive to energy, you may feel me coming and going like on your neck or your back or your arm. It's going to be okay. It's just me. It might feel a little strange, but it's what I'm going to be doing is moving the energy along your meridians. The meridians act like streams or rivers of energy around our bodies. And what happens is as we go out and about into our day, sometimes you'll grab a hold of a bag of groceries or something wrong and it'll twinge and you can feel that impact with congestion on your arm, and sometimes that will also impact the meridian. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cleaning and clearing and opening it all up. Anything that you've got going on, make the intention now. I will get exactly what I need from this cleaning and clearing. Or the other thing you can do is focus on the part that hurts. Sometimes you'll be surprised and that will be a displaced pain. And so it won't matter. I'm going to be going in there and I'm going to be dealing with your meridians. So I'll be able to see and clean and clear anything that's going on in there. And I've already started on the base of your neck, the back of your head. We're on the left-hand side. And again, this isn't just for the animals. This is for the people as well. There's a lot right at the base of the skull that's going on. Wow. It's, I have to say, this group has got a lot of congestion. I don't know what everybody's been running into or if it's just that everybody, I think right now, all of us are kind of going through a lot of the changes in our world. And so it's a little turbulent here. So we're just going to make sure that the energy systems are nice and clean and clear. We have several meridians that do go on the neck, the top of the shoulder. So I'm working on your left shoulder blade right now. In between the shoulder blade and the spine. Underneath the shoulder blade. This is one of our favorite places to shove things. If you're feeling anxious, if the world is really kind of freaking you out, or if somebody is just unloading on you, you know, maybe a friend needs to vent or something, sometimes we'll shove things underneath the shoulder blades. So let's get that nice and clean. Good, that's a nice release right there. Okay, we're gonna go back to the shoulder itself. Down the arms, elbow. Forearm. Give me a minute here. This is a lot of congestion on a lot of different animals. It's not just the people. Our pets, our animals, they also are in the same energy environment that we are. And a lot of times we'll mirror each other. So as you're anxious about what's appearing on the television, they'll pick up on that anxiety as well. There we go, good. Nice and grounded out. Okay, we're gonna go back to the back. In between the shoulder blades, I'm gonna track down the spine. So if you feel me on your back, that's me working through right now. Again, if you can't feel me, don't worry. You're not doing anything incorrectly. Some of these energies will be very subtle as they work. If you're not feeling it, it won't matter. It's still going to work all the same. Your meridians are still picking up on exactly what I'm asking them to do. Ooh, that's a nice release right there. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, there's no way you can mess this up. Okay, I'm at the hip, lower back. Oh, somebody's old doggy just showed up. I do just a wee bit of extra here for the spine, right over between the hip and the tail, and you're welcome, sweetheart. You are so welcome. Yeah, that hip joint is an ouch, so let's just get you some extra in there. So humans, if you have any hip injury, arthritis, sciatic, lower back issues, just look into the little bit of extra energy that I'm adding on to this. Release. Good. Good. We're going to move that energy down toward Mother Earth. Okay, we're working on the thigh and bringing more energy to the front of the hip and the thigh. Good deal. Nice release from a horse. That was good. Great. Okay. Working through the calves, the shin. What is the hock region on horses, dogs, cats? I don't know who has this, but there was a very dainty paw from a kitty cat. Charcoal gray. Beautiful. Beautiful. Great. Around that. Okay. We're coming back up on the right-hand side now on the base of the neck. Great. Okay, people, I can feel there's quite a few people out there that have like a migraine headache thingy going on. If you can just make sure that your chin is parallel to the ground, so just lift your chin up just a little bit so that it's parallel to the ground. That'll help to release any muscling at the back of the neck that goes into the shoulders. Sometimes we'll create a tension headache scenario. Good. Our world is just so book-centric, and we look down so much throughout our days. Great. I think, yeah, there's been a lot of popping going on there. Ooh, that was nice. Okay, so I'm on the right shoulder blade now. Top of the shoulder. Under the shoulder blade. Wow. This looks like a favorite stuffy point. It's not where you need to be shoving your things, people. Let's not do that. Good deal. Here we go. Okay. Off the shoulder, down the arm on the right-hand side. Some TLC for the elbow. Good. Right forearm. In into the wrist. Hands. Out through your fingertips and towards Mother Earth. Just give me a few minutes here. There's some energy that needs to ground off the right hand. I just have to wait for the energy until I ask to move. There it goes. Okay, good. Great. Okay, up to the back in between the shoulder blades. Spine. Wow. There's a lot of congestion on the liver meridian. Sometimes the liver is in tandem with the anger energy. So things in your world are probably scaring you right now and triggering that anger, which puts pressure on the liver meridian. So we'll just clear that. Take that energy right on off of there. You don't need it. Gallbladder. And bladder. Ribs. Lower back. I'm just going ahead and putting extra energy into the spine at the lower back, supporting it. Clear, good. Lower back, right hand side, point of hip. Ooh, that was a good release. Tails, of course. Good. Down the thigh and knee. Calf, shin. Hock. For the people, that's the ankle joint. And then down through the feet. Okay, now we're going to start back up, 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 up. I'm going to start working on faces. So if you feel me touching around your face, it's perfectly safe. Again, if you're not feeling anything, it's okay. Just going to clear off some of this. Some people have some migraine, headachy, mostly achy stuff that's going on. Sometimes when the solar flares come in, it can be a bit of that energy that's coming in. It can kind of sometimes zap you a bit. That was a nice release. Around the eyes. Some sinus challenges. Sometimes the sinuses can cause your eyes to ache. Good. Okay, that's great. We're going to do the roots of the teeth, the sinus cavities. Ears. Lower jaw. Where the roots of the teeth are in the lower jaw. The teeth themselves. All the spaces, the cavities around the throat area. Back of the throat, back of the tongue structures. All through the throat area. Down through the clavicles. Okay, there are some pressure points I'm going to work on the underside of the clavicles. Just coming through there. You may end up coughing. Don't worry if you do. It's not going to stay there forever. I'm just trying to get some of this congestion to move. Sometimes that can trigger a cough. Or sometimes it can feel like pressure, but it's okay. It's not going to be there forever. We're just releasing that out. Okay, good. Tummies. We're going to bring your energy up. Good. Okay, great. There we go, everybody. You're all set. Ooh. Yay.
Ooh, there you go. Wow. Oh, Karen Doyle said that was Zelda's dainty gray cat paw.
Yeah, so pretty. So pretty.
Oh, she doesn't feel good? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Karen.
Can't wait to be
Okay.
reaching in.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
welcome back.
Yeah, I know, it was awesome, and my dogs, Caramel put her head up, looked around, and then she looked at me, and then she put her head back down. I'm thinking, she knows you're here.
She's probably looking for me.
I know. Where did Debbie go? That's funny. Yeah, everybody, if you have your water, take a drink of your water because it's very important, of course, to hydrate anyway.
There was a lot. There was a lot of congestion this time through. And I think it was because we've had so many of the solar flares, so much of the energy that's coming in right now. And it's kind of hitting our electrical body itself, the meridians. And so it creates a lot of congestion. So we've got it all clean and clear.
Absolutely.
You guys are running great now.
There you go, everybody. And everybody's saying it felt amazing. Thank you to those people who came in during the time Debbie was working. And I want you to know you can always go back and listen to this part of it, which is pretty near the beginning, as you well know. And it works on the repeat. And Debbie does also sell the MP3 recordings for different things on her website. So check it out if you would like to have one. I bought one myself and listen to it quite often. Really enjoy it. So, all right. Wonderful. I'm glad you felt it. And yeah, it's really nice. Nice to see all of you here. All right. So let's get to some of the questions or the comments that other people wanted help with. So Eliza is in Lemuria, by the way. She lives in Maui, and so she needs help with neuropathy on the top of her feet and restore. Debbie and I were just talking about this, Eliza, because I have neuropathy in my feet as well. So let her tell you what might help you. Yeah.
The vitamin B1 is very supportive for the neuropathies. And so if you need, and the B vitamins are all water soluble. And so that means that you really can't overdo them. If you have too many in your body, you'll simply pee them out. And one of the things that I was suggesting is you can also do bee pollen, because bee pollen will have all of the vitamin Bs in the correct ratio.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of it's an experience eating bee pollen too.
Really? It's not in pill form. It's not in pill form?
It's granulated. The little bees, they make these little granules. Yeah.
Okay.
And so it's granulated. And it's I recommend having some water on hand in case you need to water chase it, because sometimes they get a really wonky tasting flower, but
right. Yeah. Or it gets stuck in your throat. Yeah.
Mostly it's pretty good. But yeah, you can just munch it like a food.
Mm-hmm.
Swallow it down. But
awesome.
Yeah, I like the bee pollen because, like I said, it has all of your vitamin Bs in the correct ratio. So sometimes, you're like, I have to take this much of this one, and then I need this much of this one, and
I know.
Get confusing. And it's like, just let the bees do it for you.
Right.
This is actually bee pollen, not the honey itself. But I was telling Allie backstage, if you have an allergy in a certain region, a tree or something in that region that's really bothering you, you can take a little bit of honey from the bees that have been working in that area, and it will help you. It is going to help with the allergies because it's just a small, tiny bit, like the homeopathic version of it. Yep, bees for bees. But yeah, the vitamin B1 specifically does help support your body and reverse that. Also, I'll say for nerve support, you can also, as long as you're not allergic to it, you can add mushrooms into your diet. Mushrooms are very supportive for nerves themselves.
Love mushrooms. Oh my God. Yes. All right. So what are you going to work on her feet, or is there anything that you can
I actually had that built in. Some of these that I are seeing right now that are highlighted, they were already happening, so I was already building them into as I was going through. And you could hear me as I went through the different body parts.
The different parts. Right.
Because I was already picking up as well on those spaces and places that needed the extra energy support.
So I have magnesium cream that I put on my feet at night, and I have found that I can feel my feet better than I normally do. I do have to wear like one of those pads or those tiny socks because I don't want greasy stuff all over my sheets. But it's amazing. Again, though, anytime you might want to check with your doctor when you talk to your doctor, because we aren't doctors. So
this is just for entertainment purposes only. Right. But the important thing is that, as I've been telling people, you are the authority for you.
Yeah,
give it a try, but see what your body thinks of it. Just because it works for somebody doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work for you.
Right. Yep, that's very true. We're all different. Kim B wonders, would love a clearing, which you pretty much probably just had, but any message from your animal guide? Oh, all right. We'll see.
I don't know. I don't usually do an animal guide specifically, but let me see if I can hook into your energy system and see if anything comes forward for you.
Okay, sure.
Okay, you had some sort of a dark colored horse come forward. It looks like a dark bay horse with white on its forehead. He's saying love. You need to focus on love. And that's all I got. I just ran off. So,
I just ran off. That's
yeah.
all right.
So
Yeah.
anything that you can do for cultivating the love sensation, and mostly it was for opening the heart chakra as well.
Yeah. Yes, Vicki, you can put one in. I pulled a couple cards, Kim, and the first one I get is judgment. And I'm getting that you need to stop judging yourself for anything that happened in the past, because we carry those wounds, and these clearings can help us move forward in life. There's a lot of times that we have things that keep us stuck in past relationships or past illnesses or emotional stuff. That's what I get for you. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. So, Sonia, between you and others helping in this community, I went to the doctor, and even he was so happy things were looking good. Thank you and everyone for helping us. I just got that this morning at my doctor. Wonderful. Yes. Thank you for letting us know. I know that there have been people that have come into the chat that have had different experiences. Sometimes one person's healing does one day and another's another day. But I've had people actually, and she's said this, so that's why I'll say it. But otherwise, it would be a personal thing. But that Jen Bowles has shared with us that she is cancer free after they thought they might have to take care of a problem. So yeah, there's things like that just have. All right, you have an inverter that you use at night to help decompress your lower back. It helps some feeling come back in my toes.
Nice, congratulations.
So you sleep? Do you sleep in that Luna light, love and light? No, you just do it for a while.
You're only going to do it for a short amount of time. Yeah.
Because isn't it, you're kind of standing on your head in a way.
You tip upside down. Yeah, it's holding your ankles, and then you tip so that you can get some of the space in between the spines.
Yep. All right. So, Kim, you've been told you had a horse angel. I was born in the year of the horse. Oh my goodness, honey. About 10 or 20 minutes. See, you just found out, Debbie, that you can do that. So we all learned something new. Oh my God, that's wonderful. We just had that. I'm so sorry. All right. Debbie, here's Nalani about her rascal.
Okay, Rascal. Let me see if I can get a hold of Rascal.
Okay.
Because she was doing pretty good last time. Let me see if I can get a hold of her today.
Okay.
Hi. How are you doing, baby? She's like, I don't know. Oh, I think I remember you. Okay. Hi. She looks like she's doing pretty good right now. She does have a little bit of extra congestion, and especially around the head. Let me get that cleared off for her.
Mm-hmm.
This is just mileage. She's got some years. So we're going to do just a little bit of a power push here. Anybody that's feeling older, like you're piling in on a little bit of the extra crud that you've been carrying, like boulders and stuff, say your food's not digesting as well, your body's just not as spry as when we were 6, we'll just go ahead and boost that up a little bit with the metabolism and clear off any excess gunk. That feels really good. Just going to do that. She's got a very cold nose. She's such a sweetheart. I just love her. She really is such a neat dog. She feels really good to me, honestly. You know, I know she's got some of the older age slow down stuff, but she's still feeling very engaged. And I'm not getting any takeoff point or any. Nope. That was a huge sneeze. No. So yeah, she's not looking at it. She's pretty happy with what she's doing right now. And she says, I'm good. So we'll just keep going there. So she's not
She says
ready.
that she has 2 puppies, you know, that are about a year old. She said they keep licking Rascal's nose. That's cute, honey. That's so cute. Oh, she seems happy. Okay. Well, good. Yeah. All right. A couple of things that are very interesting to note. Before we started, and you have a chat on and you didn't want to look at the chat while you were doing what you were doing. So you
Did I
said,
accidentally kick everybody off?
no,
Oh,
but you can't do that. But you have to go in individually if you were booting people. But anyway, you said, I'm going to turn off the chat while I do this, which I understood. And I tried to post something, and so did other people, and they were being rejected. The comments were being rejected. And that's the first time now it's fine. The power of words is
oh my
unbelievable. Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, now
See,
I am so sorry,
this is
everybody.
why this is why it's so
That's
important, not for Debbie in this case, but it's a good
technology.
example of how powerful your voice and your words are. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Like I
know.
said, warning everybody, I'm simulcasting on here and I really don't know what I do with the simulcast all that well.
No, you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. I just think
That's
quite
interesting.
Cool.
I didn't
It
even
is
think that was possible.
No, I did. Well,
okay.
I've never seen it before. I've never seen that happen before, and that's okay. As long and people were saying, "Oh, I thought it was me," and that you didn't like my comment. I'm like, no. You're fine.
Well, I am sorry. I didn't mean to block anybody's
No.
expression.
I think it was a great. No, don't be sorry.
I had no idea I was going to do that.
No, I know. No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your guides probably said, "People, would you just concentrate on what's going on and forget the chat?"
I'm just going to focus here. That's funny.
It is funny. It is funny. So, Lottie wonders how she could get back in balance again. And can you check the chakras? Can you do that at all, Debbie?
Well, one of the things that I can do is I can go ahead and do another Lemurian process that will go over all of our chakra system and clean and clear. But yesterday, whenever I was discussing this with people, because we've been having, well, to begin with, I'll back up this. One, you can go back through and you can re-listen to the clearing that I've just done anytime that you feel like you need to get back in balance. Or like Ali was saying, you can buy the MP3, and that means that you have that available anytime that you want. You can always push that button and play the MP3. Other things that you can do, because like everybody was talking about feeling ungrounded, especially with the energies that's coming in. And so you'll want to be discerning, check to see if what you're getting coming in is for you. Sometimes it will be, sometimes it won't. So know what your own yes and no's are in your own body and say, is this true for me? Or is this something that would support me? And if not, back away from it. You don't have to make any statements or anything. You can just back away from it. The other thing that you'll need to do too is you'll want to stay away from things that are stimulating for the electrical or nervous system right now. Right now, we are getting a lot of photons coming in from the central sun. And so, like she's saying with the solar flares, it's overexciting. You know, normally you'd be able to drink say you're drinking 3 cups of coffee a day, and that's what you've done most of your life, and you've been fine with that. With this new energy that's coming in, that may actually be doing way too much because it's already an overloaded system. And then you add the caffeine to it, and that may be too much for you right now. You can imagine, our imaginations are strong. So your brain can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. That's huge. So what you can do is you close your eyes and you can imagine walking in a lush forest. You can imagine sitting alongside a waterfall or a burbling stream, or imagine walking on the ocean or at the beach, and just getting that salt air to help ground you into nature And that's something that you can do, because I mean, while our seasons are changing, and you'll be capable of going out pretty soon, I realize that, you know, some areas are still triple digit heat. Other people, you know, we're getting like hurricanes and things, and you can't be outside. So your imagination, pretending like you're going down a walk or a trail, can help you to unwind. This is especially important at least a half an hour before bedtime. Either sit down with a favorite book, or go ahead and imagine walking through a forest to calm down your nervous system right now. And again, I know all of us are we love our caffeine, but consider cutting back on the amount that you're drinking if you're really struggling with being imbalanced. And especially sometimes right now we're feeling vertigo or just dizzy. And sometimes it can just be where you imagine going into Mother Earth, just grounding the earth. And again, imagination is really, really our friend right now, if we can focus on using it to our advantage. Absolutely. Instead of focusing on something scary, focus on something that you love. And our pets are amazing right now. Go play with your cat, go play with your dog, groom your horse, you know, go play.
Yeah. Interesting you mentioned that, because I'm seeing more and more videos of these extraordinary animals doing things you'd never think they could do. One of them is dogs driving in Australia. They're driving cars.
You never know.
You never know. I know. I know. It's like their evolution has been bumped up. Craziness. Anyway, thank you. Michelle wonders if her cat Kaya wants to tell her anything. Or Kia. I don't know how you say it.
Let me see. You're indicating she's a ginger kitty. I had a gray kitty come forward. Let me see if I can get. I want to make sure I got the right kitty. This is just it. Some of the people come forward and they're like, "Hi." It's not quite the person I'm looking for. Hi. Okay, I think I've got her. Very affectionate. Looking around. Looks pretty happy though. Likes the water. Likes the food in the bowl. Kaya doesn't. Yeah, she's very happy, or he is very happy with you. I'm not indicating any issues or anything. Seems really affectionate.
Wow. That's cool. All right. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, Karen Doyle. Kaya is all black. Yeah, all black.
Okay. Well, I had a ginger kitty. Let me see then. Let me see. Because I had a that was a ginger kitty with a white bib. Do you have one that has a ginger kitty with a white bib? They look like a tuxedo kitty, only it was that orangey tabby color instead. Very happy. Let me see if I can bring in the black one then. This is what's really tricky with me and the kitties, because sometimes I'll have animals come in and they're not the right one, but they're like,
right. No. They want to bust in front of the other one.
Well, and some of them, some of them are shy and they won't come forward at all. And then other ones are like, no, you met me. They love the energy.
That's cute. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not getting a black kitty at all right now. Although I wouldn't be surprised if that tuxedo kitty comes in. Not at all. That's interesting.
Oh, Maria had a tux ginger that passed. That called Peaches.
This was a young cat. Looked like she was about maybe a year and a half old. Not affectionate, only on her. That might be why I'm not able to get a hold of her.
Could be. Doesn't want to be bothered. Well, cats, aren't they picky? I mean, I've never had one. So aren't they fussy about?
Yeah. They can be very careful with what they're doing.
Yeah, very independent. Yeah.
And I always say with the cats that when they come in, they work on your upper chakras. Dogs will work on your lower chakras, and cats will work on your upper chakras. And the cats, I find a lot of times you'll have cats appear whenever you're working on or opening up your higher chakra system.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't get
Wow.
a hold of the black kitty cat.
Yeah. Sorry, Michelle.
Sorry,
Your cat
Kat.
is what? No vacancy? No. Sorry, we're closed. We're closed for the day. Yeah.
Well, and the nice thing about it is if she's not coming forward with anything, there's every chance that that means that she's content with what you're doing too. So carry on,
Uh-huh.
slave.
Brilliant. There you go. There you go. So Annie would love a healing on her lower back, the lumbars, it looks like, and
Yeah.
and right under her, Maria needs disc help with a lumbar. It's severely damaged. So I don't know if you can do double duty, but I thought I'd just pass that along.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, and I already had it built in because somebody presented,
Right.
although it was a dog, there was a lot of lower back in exactly the same spots that what you're indicating that was already hooked in.
Yep. Yep.
So I'm just adding to that. I'm adding more layers to that.
All right. For you, Annie, and Maria. Yeah. Maria.
And anybody that wants this, just if you need this, go ahead and say,
Tag
I'll
in.
this.
Yeah.
If your dogs or your cats or your birds need this as well, or your horses, just indicate, that they'll hook into this extra energy as well. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. Well, I got my own back to pop. Sometimes that happens.
That's funny. I'll never forget. I was at a convention, and I had a problem with my upper hip area, and it was so bad I needed to get a cane to walk with it. It was so bad. And my husband told me later it's called the trochanter muscle that's in your leg. And it just came up, and then by the weekend it was gone. It was almost as though we don't want you to go to this thing. It was very strange. It just popped up and then popped away. Yeah. Very interesting.
That's so sweet.
All right. Okay, JR, do you have any particular areas that you would like her to look at? Because pretty much what she did at the beginning, she had built in a whole bunch of meridian for all of us as a collective, and worked to move some things that needed to be moved and healed. And so if you came in a little bit late, then you can always go back and listen to the beginning of it where she does it. And it's the same effect. You'll get the same effect as if you were here in the beginning. So that's pretty much, I think that's probably what Debbie would recommend as well. So, yeah. All right. So Amanda wonders if frankincense oil is good for neuropathy, as far as you know.
I've never heard of it being used for neuropathy, but if you want to give it a try or research into this, the B vitamin, B1 especially, was the one that I had heard for the neuropathies for support. And as I said, the mushrooms I know for a fact are supportive for nutritionally for the nerves themselves.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't have
I imagine it smells wonderful.
So, I can't see frankincense oil. So
yeah. I just want to ask you, Amanda Carrion, you're asking about your roommate. I don't know what the question is. Do you mean, can your roommate listen to it and heal? Or do you have a question about an animal? Just give me more clarity if you wouldn't mind. I don't really know what to ask Debbie. All right. Vicky Howell, I wonder if you see any blockages in my neck, having a lot of pain in my shoulder.
A lot of people that had that, have had the neck fusion. Yeah, and I noticed that this time through there was quite a lot of stiffness, especially on the right-hand side, but both sides of the neck. That was why I was asking people to lift their head up just a little bit, because some of the people had, what is it called, a tension headache on the back of the head. But yeah, there was quite a bit that I ran into, a lot of congestion that was on the neck this time through. So that would have been caught with the healing itself.
Wow. All right.
Good for you.
So maybe some, I don't know, Vicky, if you can move your head from side to side like that to hug your shoulder. Or I know that that's where I carry an awful lot of tension. When I'm grading, I'm on the computer, and when I get done, I can't move, And
Because you've
so,
locked everything in place. The other thing that you can do is take your hands like I'm doing towards the computer. So your palms are forward. And then just
okay.
gently put those down towards grounding, towards Mother Earth.
Okay.
And that rotation of the hands with the hands forward, that will help to take some of the pressure off of your fascia. That can also lead up into the shoulders and the arms themselves. Okay. You have headaches in the front. Yeah, somebody, I don't know who that was. Somebody was having a little bit of stuff that was going around the third eye. And if you have your third eye being activated, this is also called the brow chakra, Tanaro in Lemurian, and it can give you splitting headaches whenever it's first opening up.
Yeah. Oh, I see, Amanda. Yes, of course. Anybody watching this video is included in the healing. And even if your roommate listens to it after, he will be able to get some help as well. So yes, Amanda. Absolutely. Anybody can watch this afterwards and be benefited by the work. I don't have arthritis in my neck, Amanda, but I do. I carry a lot of tension, and of course, the older we get, we end up with arthritis, and we end up with other things, and our we're just not as spry as we used to be.
You're not. But the other thing too is, you heard me recommend, is lift your chin up. You don't have to overdo it, but by lifting your chin up parallel to the ground, that helps to take the pressure off the back of the neck, and it allows those muscles back there the space to just relax, take a break, and free up.
Yeah, I knew a lady there's a lady I know that used to jut her head forward, and she was destroying her neck muscles. With me, I have a problem with standing up straight. I just didn't do that when I was younger, and so I have to remind myself. I did buy one of those back things that you could put on to keep you
like
sort
a shoulder
of
brace.
Yeah, like a shoulder brace. It was really good.
Yeah, it retrains your shoulders to.
Yes, it does. But
Goodness.
Oh, got to get a memory foam pillow. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Wow. That's interesting.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know. I had heard this happen to you, Craig, but I didn't know that the bruises healed quickly. That's fascinating. Yeah. Yep.
Careful with the rolfing. It's good.
Yeah,
but
this is really rough work on people. It can be very rough.
It can be.
Yeah. How did you find it, Mary Spirit? Did you find that it was difficult? Was it painful? I guess is the way. I think if I had a choice of anywhere, of course, my husband's a chiropractor, but I love acupuncture. I love that because that works with the meridians as well. And so
same meridians.
Wow.
Some people can't get past the needle point idea, though.
Yeah, but it isn't. It really isn't painful. I mean, and I don't like needles myself. So, yeah. Judy wonders, how is little one doing after the death of her best friend Pumpkin recently? I think these are her two animals. Yeah.
Oh, Pumpkin was the one that passed. That's interesting because Pumpkin was the one that presented.
Oh.
Pumpkin's doing great. Pumpkin, we really don't need to talk to you right now. I'm looking for little one, please. Huh. Looks a little mopey. Understandable. Was laying down, just kind of gave a sound with the nose. Dismissive. I don't think they're very happy with the situation, but let me just explain a little bit to them what they're doing, because
Okay.
it probably isn't helpful to them. I mean, it kind of is that Pumpkin's right there, but I'm sure it was really annoying to have that destabilization because your friend's right there. And to some extent, they can see each other. It's just confusing as heck. Why aren't you here? Just sad. Just going to take some time. Just make sure that they have a good enough appetite. You might need to tempt them a little bit, but it looks like they're just working through the grief period right now.
Do you think it takes as long in some of the animals as it does in humans?
Some of the animals will die of a broken heart, and I know that's scary for some people, but some animals just will not.
Humans will too. Humans will too, though. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You see that when, especially in like an older married couple that have been together for 50 years or something. Yeah. I really thought Jimmy Carter was going to go after his wife
Me
did.
Too.
But
I know. I'm surprised that he's managed to keep going. Because I got to say, I thought surely he's going to go just within weeks of her.
Yeah. Apparently he wants to hang out to be able to vote, is what he said. I thought that was interesting.
Well, and as long as people are engaged in their surroundings, that's what they're going to be there for. Sure.
That's true. Vicki, so it's not stress related. It started in Vegas and degenerative changes are seen in the x-rays. But Vicki, you've had a very stressful year. Her sister-in-law died. She had to leave from one part of the country to the other, pack up everything, sell the house. Then they went to Vegas. She started doing something different. Her husband did too. And now she's back in where she lived, but she's going to go back to Vegas. Those things you don't realize are stressful on our bodies as much as our mental capacity.
That's a lot of changes that you have going on.
It is a lot of changes. Yes, it is. Yeah. Oh, your Mandy, Mary, you said, my Mandy and I were separated. She refused to eat and died of a broken heart. Oh, I'm so very sorry, dear. Oh, God. Yeah. Yep. All right. April, yeah, I got you on the list. I'll get to you. Added you in at the bottom. Be just a couple of minutes, okay? So, Gray, can I have some clearing and help for balancing the mind and healing? Clearing mental webs. Oh, God, please. Mental webs for me, too.
Okay, everybody. So we'll just do a little bit of an extra boost here for the mental webs. Okay. And again, go ahead and lift your chin up just a little bit for me. That way we've got all that nice and free and clear and clean. And let's just do some up into the ether. Yeah, it's pretty good now. Earlier there was quite a miasma coming in for that. And I'm going to do just a little bit more on the back of the neck where the base of the skull joins the neck. Okay, that's good. Just a little bit more through the brain itself. Sweep, sweep, sweep. All the way down through the amygdala, hippocampus. And down into the juicy, juicy spine. There we go. Just a minute. Down into the ground. Some of it's just not being grounded off. You guys are kind of doing the freeze thing in the brain. It's like having the ice cream brain freeze thing going on.
Yes, I know. That's great. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I hear you. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, wow. Me too, Valerie. So what happened yesterday? For some reason, I messed everything up. I, number one, had the wrong time for a show, and I thought Debbie was coming at 11 yesterday, and I couldn't figure out why I scheduled her within an hour. I had Gertrude, was going to be on Gertrude's show. I'm flipping out, and then I realized, oh, it's today. So those mental cobwebs need to go a lot more often. So thank you, Morella. I'm glad you're here, honey. It's nice to see you. All right. So we got Karen Doyle. She's got a very old cat lady named Zelda. Yeah, taking thyroid medicine now.
Zelda was already clued in and hopped in. If she was the one that I had seen with the little gray paw, she was yards ahead of you. She's already hooked in. She's already gotten the energy healing that we did earlier.
Oh, good, good.
She's very proud of herself too.
Oh,
In
so
all
she,
seriousness, you can replay this for her too. Once this goes to the
yes,
replay status, just go ahead and you can play that for her at least once a day.
yeah, absolutely. Which reminds me, for those who have come in after Debbie's healing that she did, including you, April, because you came in a little bit later. Go back and listen to the beginning when Debbie does her healing. And if you have animals and you can have them in the room with you, they get the healing. Anybody that's there listening gets the healing, and it's wonderful experience. So, but
Yeah,
if you want
and
to check in with
have to
Max,
be,
see,
yeah, and they don't have to be anywhere near the speakers. If you have a phone, I'm going to warn you. Sometimes the dogs and the horses can get a little enthusiastic, and they'll try to rub up against the phone or take it. Yeah, I've had it where I've been on the phone with somebody, and all of a sudden you hear this, "Get off my head!" Her dog is trying to climb on top. She's like, "What in the world is going on?" And I'm just sitting there going,
really. Oh, that's a
"Sorry."
hoot, honestly. Honestly. Yeah. So
Yeah,
can you tell how her Max is doing at all? I don't know if Max is a kitty cat or a dog.
I'm not sure. The problem is I have so many different animals that are coming forward.
Animals
It,
pulling at you. Yeah. Yeah.
they're all
Yeah.
pressing in. So if you ask if you could just give me an indication of a color and the species, it would help.
Yeah, it would help, April. Can you put in the color and species of Max? That would be awesome. Morella, your lower back feels better. There you go, girl. You
Great.
go. Now you can go do gardening. No, I'm kidding.
Well, and you can come back if your lower back starts to fritz out on you again. Just come back and listen to that again. Great.
Good,
Same thing,
good,
Mary.
Mary.
Sarah.
Good,
You
Mary.
can come back and re-listen to
Yeah.
this.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, that's awesome. So yes, we're just waiting to hear from you, April, if you're still here. Yeah, Debbie is a blessing. Oh yes, Valerie. And Valerie and Karen Robinson are responsible for bringing Debbie to us. And she's often on Valerie's channel. You've also been on Terry Renner's channel, Holding Your Space.
Yes.
You've been on
Last
that channel
Friday
as
I
well.
was on Terry's, and then the week before that I was on the Valerie at Illumination Portal.
Okay.
And I'm going to be back on Valerie at the end of the month on the 25th.
Awesome. That's awesome. Gray wonders, was stomach inflammation included? Oh, it's honey, I got the same issue. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you can go back again, Gray, and listen to it.
Yeah. It was included in that.
April says her dog Max is a dog, brown and white. Brown and white. Yeah.
I'll see if Max will want to talk to me or not.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I'm still
taking
with somebody's energy system here. It's through the lung space, shoulders, interior of the shoulder blades, and the spine. Okay. That was for the stomach support and the neck.
Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can get Max called in here. Oh, okay. Hi. Well, that was pretty good. Okay. Very happy camper. All right, so he's just sitting here. I have a dog sitting in my lap, and he's just really happy. Anything going on, honey?
Oh, good.
He gives great kisses. Say that.
Oh, I was thinking he was kissing you. I did, yeah. Awesome.
He seems really happy and content. I'm not really, if anything, I'm picking up something with like it feels like a hind left leg. And he's bashful about talking about it. I don't know. He might have stepped in something because it doesn't really feel like it hurt. You might find that he's got a mess or something that he's left you. He's kind of looking bashful now and a little cringy. So You might have stepped in dog poop and brought it into your kitchen or something along those lines.
Oh,
All in all, really
not a
liking, though.
good
I'm not
thing.
really getting
Yeah, fun.
I'm not getting any really direct
Okay.
messages other than it's a very sweet art.
Uh-huh.
Very
That's
sweet.
cute. That's cute. Yeah. Well, many thanks to all of you for being here. And please go over to Debbie Diment's channel and sign up. She has other things that she does on her own channel, including Lemurian astrological readings. And we'll see her back soon. And thank you all for being here. Much love. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for everything. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye, everyone.